The pandemic has really affected some companies. Other companies have thrived in this time. Tribes continue to grow over the last few years, especially throughout the pandemic. How are you able to do that?
Well, the pandemic really introduced something that none of us were accustomed to, this concept of people staying at home for 24
Mm,
hours a day. A lot of people that lived in condos would just kind of use the condo to go sleep, maybe
mhm,
on the weekend. But once you stayed in your home for as long as we all did through quarantine and lockdowns, you really start to pay attention to how well or not well things are going with the way the building is managed. And this really I would say, spearheaded and accelerated the desire for people to get better solutions for their communities, and understanding that downloading an app and being able to get a full picture of the community and actually interface with the amenities and the requirements of the community through an application like ours, which we call Tribe Home, really made sense. So we've experienced some of that, but there was also the opportunity to solve some really interesting problems. If you live in a condo that doesn't have Tribe as a management company, you probably do not have a layer where you can communicate with your neighbors or actually, send out notices. And a lot of that really became evident when we all got locked down, that we started to see quite a bit of chatter and the communication layer, the messaging layer, and on our application really took off and became an essential part of the communities that we were managing, in terms of them getting information, finding solutions, helping each other. So through the pandemic, that was really interesting. The other big opportunity that really helped us, despite the fact that property management as an industry is an essential service, we were one of the very first companies, I'll be honest, one of the only companies I know of in the property management area that was able to let all its employees work from home. And the reason we were able to successfully do that in the beginning is because we are digital. A lot of our, I'm not saying we're 100% digital, but a good chunk of what we do was digital. So we were able to, until the whole world was learning about this virus and understanding the logistics and the challenges that we have to face, we were able to kind of move to a digital model that was safer for our employees and also allowed us to be able to still deliver service for our homeowners and residents that was worthy of the need of the time, because everybody was very concerned and scared. So I'd say, all that, combined probably allowed us to be pretty resilient. The other thing from a business model point of view is our business is incredibly resilient simply because we don't have customer concentration, and we do
mhm.
not and we have a very sticky recurring business. So it's not like, when things, God forbid, shut down for an industry, your biggest customer shuts down and you no longer have revenue from 10-20% of your customer concentration. That's not a case for us. We're pretty resilient. Buildings will always be built, people will always live in them, and we'll always be needing to manage them.